Okay, I'm going to read this chat message, and I'm going to regret it immediately. Everybody in chat's already seen it, but for the VOD viewers, I'm sorry. I gotta, like, prepare myself for that. I gotta, like, fucking... I'm, like, looking at that message in chat, and I'm like, do I fucking say this? Brendan, does Roger American Dad have a cloaca? Have I told my Roger American Dad story? I've told it right. Unrelated to the cloaca bit, I just had to read that because the worms were calling me. Back when I was in college, when I just left high school, I got high for the second time in my life. There were some friends who had moved in from high school, a couple doors down from my mom's condo, and they were smoking weed in their condo, and they like saw me outside, and they're like, "Hey, Brendan, what's up?" Because I used to hang out with everybody back in high school. So they're like, "Oh, you live here? Fuck, you should come over and hang out." So I'm like, "Okay, cool." I go over to their house, and they're all smoking weed. It's like fucking 10 people that I knew from high school. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm hanging out with them, and I smoke a little bit of weed. I grab the bong, I toke it up, that's the sound a bong makes, idiot. And I get really fucking high. And then, one of them starts laughing, and they're like, Brendan, that's not weed. I mean, it is weed, but it's also salvia. I'm like, oh, okay. So I go home. And, let me tell you, I go home, and I am losing my mind. I turn on the TV, and I'm trying to calm down. My mom and my stepdad are sleeping upstairs. My sister is upstairs. My brother is downstairs. I turn the TV on, and it's American Dad, and I'm crying. I am crying. I am freaking the fuck out. All right? I call a friend screaming on the phone as loud as I can without waking anybody upstairs, and I fucking call him and I say, can you please come over to my house? I'm like, oh, Brendan, what's wrong? I think Roger from American Dad is gonna try to kill me. I am so fucking high that I literally have to call him to come over and console me because they gave me salvia mixed with weed, and I thought Roger from American Dad was coming to kill me, ripping himself out of the TV, and he's going to get me. I legitimately, for a full 20 to 30 minutes before they come over, have the TV on, and I'm gripping the couch, going, motherfucker. Considering going to the kitchen to get a knife. And then they come over and they console me and I'm fine. But I swear to God, I legitimately thought Roger from American Dad was going to come and get me. I did for a brief moment of my life. I thought the alien from American Dad was going to pop out of the television and get me and kill me. Luckily, not the case. I am thankful. In my life, I am thankful that I will never get that high ever again, and I will never experience that ever again. Maybe you never came down from that high, and that's why you ended up that way. No, I ended up this way because I got hit a lot in the head. That's a different story.